Toon Tales and more, where every Toon tells a tale. Pip the Ant. The first rays of sunlight slanted across the desert floor, painting the cracked, dry earth in shades of orange and gold. In a world of giants, a creature of mere millimeters, a tiny ant named Pip emerged from a small burrow. He felt the vibration of the waking world through his antenna as he set off with a single-minded purpose. His 6 tiny legs moved in a tireless rhythm, a determined blur against the vast expanse. To Pip, every pebble was a small mountain to climb. Every blade of grass a towering forest to navigate. His mission was of utmost importance, to find a crumb, any crumb, to bring back to his hungry colony. He had promised the queen he would not return empty-handed, and the weight of that promise felt heavier than any morsel of food. After what felt like an age of tireless travel, he located his prize, a piece of stale bread left by a human far too long ago. It was a treasure, a feast for his entire family. He hoisted it onto his back, his legs buzzing with renewed determination for the long journey home. Not far away, a lizard named Zoran lay stretched out on a sun-baked rock. His eyes, like black beads, scanned the world. He was bored, and more importantly, he was hungry. His gaze fell upon Pip, a small black speck moving across the dirt, a tiny, slow-moving snack. Zoran's tongue flickered, a silent sign of his intent. Slowly, carefully, Zoran began to stalk his prey. He slithered down from the rock, his scales barely making a sound on the dusty ground. The sun glinted off his green and brown body as he moved with practiced stealth. He was a master hunter, and this would be an easy catch. But Pip was a resourceful ant. He had been trained to be aware of his surroundings. He was so focused on the crumb that at first he didn't notice the growing shadow. Then a sudden flicker of movement caught his eye, and he saw Zoran's head, impossibly large and looming. The lizard's jaw was open just a crack, ready to strike. Pip's heart pounded. He knew he couldn't outrun the lizard in a straight line, but he was also very clever. He changed his path, veering sharply towards a dense patch of thorny bushes. Zoran, caught off guard by the change in direction, followed without thinking. The ground was hard here, but the lizard was fast. He was gaining on the little ant. Then Pip made his final daring move. He dropped his crumb, scurried under a tangled branch, and disappeared into a narrow, dark crevice in the rocks. Zoran, in his haste to catch the ant, charged headfirst into the thorny branches. The sharp thorns pricked his snout and tangled in his scales. With a frustrated hiss, the lizard struggled, trying to free himself. He was too big, too clumsy to navigate the tight, prickly maze. Pip, safe in his hiding spot, watched the great lizard struggle. He felt a pang of sadness for the lost crumb, but then he remembered his purpose. He had outsmarted a predator. He carefully picked his way back to his prize, and with newfound strength, carried it back to his colony. Pip returned to his colony as a hero who had returned not only with food, but with a tale of courage and wit. Everybody was overjoyed and cheered for Pip. The moral of the story is that cleverness and resourcefulness can overcome brute strength. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments, what moral did you learn from this story? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Enjoyed the story? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more magical stories every week.